don't know if it will be as high scoring than the last one.
How much do you think, if I describe you as a European big, how accurate would that be, do you think?
Pretty accurate. Yeah, not too far off, I would say.
And what do you think of that? I mean, the European big versus the American big, in your mind?
They're different, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just you go out and play basketball and play it how you know how to play it. So that's just what I do every night. Just go out and play, try and compete, and just try and get a win every night.
What worked so well for you in that first matchup against Kentucky?
I mean, my teammates did a good job of finding when I was open. But I mean, I just crashed the glass and just worked hard and tried to, again, I mean, the beauty about our team is no one really cares what's on the stat sheet. We just want to win. So whatever that is for that specific night, then we're going to go out and do that.
How long did you live in Israel, and what do you remember about living there?
Just 2 years. I don't remember anything.
Oh, your first 2 years? How good a player is your father?
Very good. He was really skilled, really talented. Played 17 years, so he was good.
And how much did he, try to impart knowledge or anything else on you?
He definitely did. I mean, I think that's what makes me versatile. He kind of instilled that into me as a young age, that if you're versatile, you can do more things and be more effective on the court. So.
How much does having played Kentucky, how much of that game can you take into this one?
I think a good amount. I mean, obviously we're both the same teams, same players playing, but I mean, it's a completely different atmosphere, a completely different game. I mean, this one is win or go home, so it's a lot more at stake at this one than the last one.
Other national people saying this is the game of the weekend. This is the one that you guys talked about. What it's going to be like out there when you get on the floor?
A little bit. Obviously, I mean, it's going to be more of a Kentucky crowd than a UCLA crowd being in Memphis. But I mean, we're ready for it. We played at Kentucky, so obviously that was all Kentucky fans. So we're ready for it. We know it's two really talented teams who like to get out and run. Coming out and competing, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think Willis was the primary defender in that first matchup. What do you remember from him in that matchup specifically?
He's a very good player. I mean, they have a lot of very good players. He's really talented, can shoot the ball, can defend multiple positions, he can drive it. He's pretty athletic, so I mean, he's a really good player. I mean, anyone you play on their team is going to be really talented. So
have teams played you differently as the season's gone on? Do you know what I mean? Are you getting more attention from defenses or anything like that?
I mean, I think if you have a good game the night before, obviously you're going to get a little more attention the next game. But I mean, at the end of the day, we just try and get out and run. And when you get out and run in transition, it kind of just negates a lot of that. So
I've heard you compared to Bobby Jones. I wonder what, if anything, that means to you.
Not really anything. I mean, I just go out and try and play like I know how to play. So.
Do you know him? I mean, know of him?
No, of him. I don't really know how he plays at all. But
okay, good player.
Different feel this week for Sacramento, pressure-wise and focus-wise.
I wouldn't say pressure-wise. No, maybe excitement, because we, at least myself, and I know a lot of guys in the locker room, we don't put pressure on ourselves. I mean, we know we're gonna go out there and compete as hard as we can. But I wouldn't call it pressure, more excitement for the game.
You know, a lot of people have been talking about this matchup when the brackets first came out. This is one of the most anticipated potential matchups, and it's here. Does it have more like a Final Four feel than a Sweet 16?
I mean, I wouldn't know. I never played in the Final Four, but I mean, I'd assume. I mean, it's a huge game. Two very talented teams going at it, so I'd assume it'd be a very watched game, really exciting game. But I mean, we'll just see tomorrow night.
Is it about this matchup? Is it about this matchup? Another shootout tomorrow?
What was that?
Another shootout tomorrow, like the first one.
We're both going to get out and run in transition. We both like that, so I mean, I can definitely see that.
What will be the key defense? Holding the three, or?
I mean, I think the key is a lot of things. We just got to go and compete like we know how to.
Can you take? I know this is old news for probably everybody. Can you take me through committing to Arizona and then changing your mind? And then at UCLA.
I'm at UCLA now, so we're just going to focus on that.
What about the matchup with Kentucky the first time around that you were able to be so successful?
I mean, my teammates put me in great spots to be successful, and I just went out and competed like I normally do, and I just happened to be successful that game. I mean, it doesn't matter what the stat sheet says. We all just want to win. I think that's what makes this team special.
Do you feel like you're a matchup problem for them?
I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, they have guys that can match up with me pretty well, Willis and Winion. But I mean, just how the flow of the game goes, I think.
Do you feel like this is going to be a fast-paced track meet type game like it was the first time?
Maybe not as much as the first game, but I definitely think we're both going to get out and run and transition quite a bit, so it's going to be a fun one.